What's up, big timers? Today we're having a look at every single modern color variation of Hot Wheels McLarens, and then we're going to do a tournament style race to find out which one's the fastest. We do have 8 McLaren F1 GTRs, 10 McLaren P1s, and 2 McLaren 720Ss, and we'll talk about upcoming ones later on. Let's have a look at each one of the F1 GTRs. So our first color variation is the red and yellow, and this one is the Nick Mason variation. So if you actually Google Nick Mason McLaren F1, and he actually owns one in this exact color scheme. And this one is from the Speed Machine series. This is where we saw the McLaren F1 originally released in the Speed Machines variation. So we can see plastic wing on this one, nice metal body on it, and you guys know McLaren F1 is my favorite car of all time. So we got the 3-seat configuration in the middle there. Great looking casting. And our next one is also a Speed Machines variation. This one is silver with the orange bottom GTR on there. Great looking. I love these wheels that they had in these Speed Machines variations. And check it out, all silver, got the nice roof scoop on there. 3-seat configuration you can see on the inside as well. Nice detail to it, GTR on the back of it. And we'll go on to our next colored variation. This is kind of a weird looking colored variation. I like the F1 original logo on the side, different wheels that we have on this one. Black wheels with the gold lip. We got the nice black stripe down the middle, the tan interior. You can clearly see that 3-seat configuration in there. Nice detail on the back of it as well. And we'll go on to our next one, and that one is actually also a Speed Machines variation, and this is lastly our Speed Machine variation as well. So we have 4 Speed Machine variations, and this one you can see the nice orange stripe down the middle of the F1, the full F1 McLaren logo, McLaren writing on the side, these fantastic looking wheels. And you can see the great detail that this casting offers. Black interior on this one. And there's your GTR on the back and plastic wing as well. Reason why I'm mentioning plastic wing, I will bring up in a second. And our next one is not from the Speed Machines variation. This one's from the 90s Decades variation, but I collected a lot of these. I bought a lot of different ones of these or doubles of these just because it was literally when this one came out, I loved it. I love how the highlighted color 5-star staggered wheels are on there. I love the interior color. I love the trim on it. The nice Hot Wheels logo on the front of it. It doesn't say the F1 GTR on the back like the Speed Machines variation, so you can see a little bit more detail right there where it does show that writing, but still nonetheless a fantastic looking casting, and also with the plastic wing on this one. And we'll go on to our next one, and this is finally a new release, and this one was released for 2017. And the reason why I bring up all the plastic rear wings is this release came with a metal rear wing, which is very, very interesting. They brought out a redo of the casting with the metal rear wing, and I love this color of it. It's hard to pick my favorite of all of these, but I don't know, I'd have to say the black one or the first red one is probably my 2 favorites, or even the white one. I don't know, it's so hard to tell, but I love the color and look on this one. It looks like a McLaren F1 LM, the black ones that they have that are very rare. So you can see that nice metal wing, looks fantastic. I love these gray wheels too. And then we've got our next one right here, and this one came out in a Gran Turismo release set. And this one, some people call it orange, some people call it yellow. Personally, it's a little bit more orangey than yellow, but there it is, McLaren on the side of it. And this one, new release with a plastic wing. I don't understand how they made the same casting. Literally, this one is a 2018 release, so a year later, and they hadn't released it for so long, and then they came out with the casting again with a plastic rear wing. So I just don't understand why they did that. Black interior though, looks great, looks fantastic. And we'll throw that one down. And then we've got our newest release, and this one came in a Hot Wheels Exotics 5-pack. It's a pearl white with the red wheels. This one looks like a Target Red Edition car, but it's not. And interestingly, they brought back the metal rear wing. I just don't know why. Why did they not do the metal rear wing on the new casting that they released for that one? I don't know, they just cheaped out a little bit. But nonetheless, they all look fantastic. Great Tampa work on the headlights and stuff on that one. Looks so good. Love it, love it, love the pearl one. And I'm actually trying to do a custom one where I'm blacking out the wheels. I'm gonna try and remove the Tampa work on there and on there. And I'm gonna make it like the McLaren F1 014, and it's 014 is one of the real McLaren F1s that I've seen in real life. So I'm trying to make it look like that, but this is a great one in the Hot Wheels Exotics 5 pack. And we will move on to the P1, and this is our first release for the McLaren P1. It is the burnt orange color, so you can see this one, great looking color. Personally, I don't like the burnt orange. It's not really my thing. I prefer the McLaren orange, the one that they call it now Papaya Spark, or it came on the McLaren F1 LM. I prefer that orange, but this one is still good. It's a little bit more modern looking. We see a lot more burnt orange cars coming out, but the P1 casting, such a good casting, and they've got it done in race mode. So we have the wing kind of raised on there. So it looks so good. I really, really like this casting. And then we've got a silver variation of it. Silver with those spoked wheels on there, silver spoked wheels, the nice cleared roof on all of the castings, again in race mode. There is your silver colored variation, and then next we've got a blue colored variation, the same 10 spoke silver wheels on there in blue. I really like this blue. This blue looks really, really nice. There it is in that fantastic blue color and that nice exhaust on the back of it. Big diffuser on there as well. And then we've got this one, and this one is, it came in the Forza set. So you can see the Forza logos right on there. So a nice looking addition from the Forza set. And it is, it's a little bit different of an orange, a lot lighter of an orange than the previous one. And then we've got the nice 10-spoke gray wheels on there as well. And then yellow. Yellow is my favorite color of all time. I don't know, yellow P1? Yeah, I would say yellow P1 I think is probably my favorite of all of these. Possibly the white one. I don't know. I just like white McLarens and yellow McLarens. So yellow and white, but this yellow P1 looks awesome. Maybe I'd prefer it with black wheels rather than the gray wheels, but still looks amazing nonetheless. There we go. And then we've got black, and this one came out recently, and this is from the Then and Now series. And you can see some better detail on the back of the newer one. Gray wheels, the 5-star gray wheels, and we've got the red trim, red interior on this one, black. And this one was the Then and Now. So here's our, I should flip it around. So our Then and our Now McLarens, and that was from that Then and Now series set. So there they are, the two of them. They look great. They look great. A great release. Love the Then and Now series. And then we have this release, and this is the only one of all of these McLarens with real riders on it. And this one I believe came in I think was this Cars and Donuts? I think this was the Cars and Donuts Special Series Edition cars. And wow, like crazy fat, grippy tires on there. And this one's definitely a lot heavier. And I prefer this orange over the other oranges that you see down there. So this is more of the type of orange that I like. A nice McLaren orange, some nice detail work. It's kind of matte finish on the front. It makes it look a little bit dirty. I'd kind of probably like to see it all orange, but that's okay. Still good, still good. Then we've got the white variation, a newer release variation of the P1. We got the black center line down there as well. Great looking casting. I think this one, was this a 5-pack? No, this wasn't a 5-pack one. I think this just came in the singles of it, but love the whites. White is a great release. White McLarens, I just love white McLarens. And great looking casting though, love it in the white, looks good. And then we've got one of the newer releases, one of the newest mainline releases. It's the green colored variation with that stripe on there. So it's the same stripe that the white one has, you can see right there, but this one is green. And a lot of people love green for green McLarens. So the green, I think it looks good. Looks really nice. Green, personally not my taste, but I think it does still look good in the green on there. And then lastly, we have the Zamac edition of the P1. This is the newest one that I found, and it's black with the chrome lipped wheels on there, all in the Zamac color edition of it. Looks very similar to the silver. Grab the silver, although the silver's a lot lighter and it's more painted. You can see the Zamac. It's more raw of edition of a car, but I like Zamac cars, and this one was probably the most expensive P1 that I bought just to try and get it. Yeah, I mean, they're not that expensive, maybe only like $10 or so to get this one, but still, I had to get all the colors of it, and I think the Zamac one does look fantastic. And we'll move on now to the 720S our newest one. There's our 720S, the first release of the 720S for the McLaren Hot Wheels ones, and I was super excited to get this one, even though it's kind of in that burnt orange color, which I'm not a huge fan about, but I really like this casting. 720S is such an awesome McLaren, and any new McLaren from Hot Wheels we do love a lot. So there it is, the 720S, and then my favorite recolor of a McLaren, the white 720S with the black wheels and the chrome lip. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to get this car. Absolutely love the recolor of it. I wasn't a huge fan, like I said, of the burnt orange because I'm not a big burnt orange colored fan, but when they re-released it in the white with the black wheels, yes, that is it. That's perfect. 720S. You don't need to make any more 720S's Hot Wheels, even though you probably will re-release in some more colors, but I love the whites with black. And then we do have some new additions coming for 2019. We have a new McLaren F1 GTR coming out, and that one is going to be coming out in a special edition set with real riders, and it's a Gulf edition car. So I'm super stoked to get that one, so I'll definitely be getting that one. And then we have a new casting McLaren. We have the McLaren Senna coming out. So McLaren Senna coming out, it's kind of in that new gray color. So I'm super excited to get the new color variation of the new casting of the McLaren Senna for Hot Wheels. So we'll definitely have those, and we might have to do another video like this to kind of redo all the castings all together. But until then, let's head on over to the track and we're gonna race all these cars. We're gonna find out what is the current fastest Hot Wheels McLaren. All right, guys, we're at the track and we have got all 20 of our McLarens right lined up there. We'll do 4 races of 5, and then on our final race, we'll do a winner takes all fastest McLaren. Let's start it off. We'll put in, let's say 2 of the P1s. We'll do one of the blue ones. We'll do one of the white 720S. And we'll do one more F1 here. We'll put this random one there. So there's our first 5 cars. Let's get our race number 1 started. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go! A very close race between the 2 F1s, but it is the Nick Mason F1 GTR that takes the win in race number 1. And race number 2 McLarens are on the starting grid. We've got P1, P1, F1, F1, P1. Here we go. Race number 2, on your mark, get set, go! We've now got a P1 going into the finals. This McLaren P1 takes the win and moves on to our final race. Race number 3 cars are on the starting grid. We've got an F1, a P1, the P1 with the real riders, an F1, and another P1. Let's find out who takes race number 3. On your mark, get set, go! Wow, guys, that was a super close race at the finish line between the silver P1 and the white F1 GTR, but the silver P1 took the light and we'll move on to our finals. And race number 4 cars are on the starting grid and ready to go. We've got an F1, the 720S, the black F1, green P1, and the Zamac Edition P1. Let's find out who the last car is to enter into our final race. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go! And it's the silver McLaren F1 that takes the win and is our last car to move into our final race. Let's head on over to our finals right now. And here we are at our finals to find out which is the fastest Hot Wheels McLaren ever made. We've got an F1 GTR, a P1, and an F1 GTR. So we've got 2 F1 GTRs, 2 P1s. Unfortunately, no McLaren 720S was able to make it into our finals, but here we go. Our final race, fastest Hot Wheels McLaren. On your mark, get set, go! And there you have it, guys, a fantastic finish, but our fastest Hot Wheels McLaren ever made is the silver McLaren P1. Check it out, a gorgeous casting. Congratulations to the silver McLaren P1. If you guys like the P1, smash that thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite McLaren out of all the modern Hot Wheels McLarens. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks, Big Timers, for watching this video. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe and throw this video a like. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.